Hello, Madridistas. Welcome to the White 11, the channel where the passion for Real Madrid is lived to the fullest. Here we don't just tell you the news, we make you feel it. Let's begin. Madridistas, what once seemed impossible has become a real threat. PSG has put a monstrous offer on the table. €473 million for Vinicius Junior. Yes, 473 million, the highest transfer fee ever seen in football history. And the worst part? Florentino Perez hasn't rejected it. On the contrary, he's called for an emergency board meeting. Vinicius, our number 7, isn't just a player. He's the soul of this team, the engine of a generation that has brought Real Madrid back to its attacking identity. And now, as incredible as it sounds, his departure is on the table. A 5-year contract, 60 million net per season, bonuses, image rights. Paris wants to build their new empire around the Brazilian. And instead of slamming the door shut, Madrid is listening. The fans are in shock. Are we really going to sell our leader, our symbol, like he's just another transaction? Are we going to let them rip away the future of this club for a pile of money, no matter how astronomical? This isn't about the market, it's about identity. And now that identity hangs by a thread, because what's at stake is not just a transfer. It's the heart of Real Madrid, and that, Madridistas, should be priceless. What's happening in Valdebebas isn't just a market move, it's an emotional earthquake. The offer for Vinicius has left the locker room in shock. No one can believe it. And the first to react was Carlo Ancelotti. The normally calm Italian coach exploded in the meeting with the board. According to inside sources, he stood up, looked Florentino in the eye, and said a phrase that sounded like a cry for help. Losing Vinicius is losing our attacking soul. This isn't just about dribbling, goals, or assists. It's about leadership, character, identity on the pitch. Vini is the player who turns impossible games around, the one who ignites the Bernabeu with a single touch. And Ancelotti knows it. That's why he asked to stop the negotiations, that's why he fought for him, like he rarely has with any player. The captains, Modric, Carvajal, Nacho, are devastated. And young players like Bellingham or Camavinga feel like they're losing their role model. Morale has collapsed. Vinicius didn't attend the last training session. His camp confirmed he needed psychological support, because he loves Madrid, but seeing his future hanging on a number has broken him. This isn't a sale, it's emotional betrayal. And the dressing room knows it. Madrid isn't just selling a player, it's letting the soul of the team slip away. The Vinicius case is no longer just a sporting operation, it's a collective emotional crisis. The Madridista community has reacted like a single wounded body, and its cry echoes around the planet, Vini doesn't leave. The hashtag #FikeVini went viral. Trending topic in over 20 countries. Nostalgic videos, messages of love, clips of his Champions League goals, phrases like, "Your home is here," or "The soul of Madrid is not for sale." In just one day, the Madridista community has mobilized more emotion than many finals. But the most powerful response came in the streets. The Santiago Bernabeu has become an altar. Thousands have come with banners, white flares, and shirts bearing his name. An old man held up a sign, "Vini, you are the future of my grandchildren." That phrase went around the world. Valdebebas was also a witness to this movement. In the last open training session, more than 3,000 fans held up posters. Vinicius wasn't there. Sources say his entourage requested psychological rest. The moment is overwhelming. There are even symbolic crowdfunding proposals to keep him, not because the club needs the money, but because fans want to feel they matter, that they have a voice, that the club listens. Florentino can't look the other way, because Madridistas aren't asking for explanations, they are demanding loyalty. This battle isn't about euros or contracts. It's about loyalty, belonging, history. And that history, now more than ever, is written with Vinicius number 7 on his chest. And in the midst of the chaos, Vinicius spoke. He did it with a trembling voice but a firm soul. In a press conference, no lights, no headlines, just through the club's official media, he said a few words that tore at the hearts of Madridistas. "I always dreamed of playing here. If the time comes to leave, I will go thankful, with a heavy heart and unforgettable memories." It was direct, but not definitive, because what spoke the loudest was what he didn't say. His pauses, his gaze, his silences, they seemed to plead for something more. As if waiting for someone, Florentino, Ancelotti, the fans, to reach out and say, "No, Vini. You're still the heart of this club." Moments later came the image that broke hearts. Vinicius walking through Valdebebas, greeting employees, hugging the staff, speaking to academy players. He told one of the physios, "If this is my farewell, I want to remember every face that welcomed me." The scene, captured by a drone, went viral. The background music, the messages on social media, the teary eyes of fans, everything pointed to one thing: this feels like a farewell. But he hasn't signed yet. He hasn't said yes. He hasn't left. And that, Madridist, because maybe it wasn't a farewell. Maybe it was one last plea. I don't want to leave. Don't let me go. And if we really want him to stay, there's still time. Sometimes the loudest scream hides in the silence of someone still hoping to be stopped. Many are already doing the math. 473 million. With that, we could sign 2 stars. The club carries on, as always. But no, this isn't just another transfer. It's a structural loss. It's tearing out the soul of the team. Vinicius is not just stats, not just dribbles. He is system, symbol, spirit. He's the one who draws applause, who turns games around, who makes the Bernabeu roar with a single touch. 27 goals. 21 assists. But that's not what matters most. What matters is the intangible, his leadership, his bond with the fans, his emotional value. Do you really believe that Mbappé, with all his talent, will fill that void? That Rodrigo, Endrick, or Brahim can assume that spiritual role? None of them has scored in a Champions League final. None has grown under the pressure of the Bernabeu like Vini. He's not a promise, he's the present. He's the roots. He's the flag. You can change the tactical setup, sign Kvaratskhelia or Rafael Leao, but some things are irreplaceable. How do you replace a player who came at 18, endured criticism, responded with titles and became an idol? If he leaves, Madrid will go on competing, but something deep will be lost. Not just a left winger, but the spark that gives life to the entire system. And that, Madridistas, cannot be measured in millions. While uncertainty reigns in Madrid, in Paris they're rolling out the red carpet. PSG isn't negotiating, they're launching a full assault. They want Vinicius as the face of their new project. They want him as the new king of the Parc des Princes. And they're willing to do whatever it takes. Luis Enrique has made it clear, Vinicius can be the cornerstone of our rebuild. They already envision him as their undisputed leader, with full freedom on the pitch, image rights, total prominence and the biggest salary of his career. And yes, it's starting to affect Vini. His circle says he's shaken, confused, but also flattered, because while in Madrid some still hesitate, in Paris they want him with open arms, no conditions, no debates. They want him as the center of their universe. And if he leaves, it won't be just another transfer. It'll be the biggest blow to Madridismo since Cristiano's departure. Because Vini is not a promise or a declining star, he is the most representative player of the new Madrid. He is the soul of the team. And if PSG steals him away, they won't just sign a star, they'll rip out the heart of the Bernabeu. Florentino Perez faces the hardest decision of his presidency. On the table, 473 million euros. The biggest offer ever made for a footballer. The financial advisors are clear. Madrid could sign 2 or 3 stars, secure its finances for years and even fast-track the stadium renovations. But football isn't played on Excel sheets. Vinicius isn't a number. He's the symbol of this generation. He's the boy who arrived at 18, endured criticism, grew under the spotlight and ended up scoring in a Champions League final. The same boy who made the Bernabeu cry with joy. How do you sell that? Florentino knows it. That's why he hasn't signed, because selling Vini isn't just a market move. It's a statement of principles. And the message it would send to the world is brutal, that business comes before soul, that the heart is for sale. The fans know it. The dressing room feels it. The world is watching. And now everything depends on a signature, because if Florentino says yes, Madrid will make money, yes. But it will lose something it may never recover, its identity. And if he says no, he'll protect more than just a player. He'll protect his legacy and ours. So now, Madridistas, the question is for you. Should Real Madrid accept this historic offer and let Vinicius Junior go? Or are there things that can't be measured in millions, and the soul of the team must stay, no matter the cost? We want to read you, we want to hear you, we want to win this debate together. So leave your comment, tell us what you think, money or legacy, sale or resistance. And if you feel that Vini is part of you, if you believe this club deserves to keep dreaming with his number 7, and if you like this video, subscribe, hit the bell, and join me in this new era of Real Madrid that's just beginning. See you in the next video. Madridistas. Hala Madrid.